And we are back from our creative server and back to the Adventurers Guild. How is everyone doing today? I hope you've had a fabulous Monday. And guess what tomorrow is? That's right. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. This week we are going to be doing 5 Valentines or cutesy, flowery builds. And I know not everybody likes Valentine's Day, and that is okay. You can use these for just, like a garden or some kind of cute build. Let's get started. This area here is going to be our main display area. I built something similar to this on the Hobo server, where I had kind of an area that we could change per season. So I think that's like kind of a really neat thing to do, is to have an area that you could just come in, change it for different holidays and whatnot. So this one's going to be for Valentine's Day, and I didn't want to like get too ahead of things here. This is going to be a 9 square with the build around it. So first off, red wool and red glazed terracotta. And there's a reason I'm doing the wool, is we're going to need a couple carpets so we can actually have some lighting around here. So let's start with a quilt square centerpiece. So we're going to take smack dab in the center and go out. And that was not smack dab in the center. Nope. There we go. And then we're going to do just an X, just like that. And then we're going to do the red glazed terracotta. And depending on the way you face, red glazed terracotta can have the different color, different directions. So if you just kind of rotate yourself in a counterclockwise direction, you can kind of get it all facing center like this. Now, the reason I have the red carpet here is what we can also do is switch out some of these later for torches, and then we can put the carpet on top. And once you get the carpet up there, it won't show up when we finish our design. So next off, we are going to take our pink, white, and other colored terracottas. So what I like to do is kind of work my way out with the different colors of terracotta. We're making kind of a quilt square, so you can do whatever color combination really suits you here. And see, you won't be able to see the hearts, the torches, but it will make a difference for lighting this area for sure. Then we'll come in magenta, just kind of work your way around. And I thought that was going to look really cute. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. I'll just kind of make sure whatever your pattern is that you duplicate it on all 4 sides. And you can obviously make this more round or other shape. There we go. Just something very simple. And obviously we need to switch this out too for at least one more torch in here. We'll make sure it's even. All right, there we go. There is a picnic area or a quilt square. All right, now for the second part of this build, we are going to build a giant heart centerpiece. That is kind of, we're going to have like a whole bunch of walkways around here. So it'll be kind of like this, where we have a walkway that people can walk around this area. But we're going to have a heart centerpiece. And what I decided that I wanted to do was kind of do it out of, actually, we're going to use this magenta terracotta. So magenta terracotta. We're going to use flowering azalea leaves, which you can just get by using shears or a silk touch hoe, something along those lines. We're also going to use a spore blossom. So very simple, very easy to do. So we're going to start, and this is the reason you need a 9 block, because you want to have a center point where the heart touches the bottom. So then if you want, we can use dirt here on these. You're going to kind of go one on the bottom and then two on either side, and it's going to keep, you're going to keep doing that up. So we're going to do it just like this. So then you have, see the bottom of the heart starts to shape out. We're going to do one more and a diagonal. And then we're going to top it with two on this, on the third one. Just like that. Now this one's going to be a little more difficult to get to because now we're going to have to get to the top here. And then we're going to do one on either side coming in and a second one. And then I'll have to get down here. And then a second one, just like that. And then right in the middle, you can put your temporary block and you can finish it out just like that. So let me clear out the dirt and we'll take a quick shot at the heart itself so you can replicate it. So again, one on the bottom, two diagonal, and then another diagonal with one on top, two across, and one down. So there is our base heart. Now, we're not going to do it just flat like this because we want to have a little bit of fun with this. So we're going to actually put the azaleas and we're going to make a heart going this way now. So we're going to have a heart that shapes up around here. So same thing, except for, let me get this one out of there. There we go. So with the azaleas, you can do it the same way, or you can do it with azaleas. Just make sure that you're using a silk touch or sheer, something along those lines, so that you actually get your branches back if you use it. And then I'm going to get up here a little bit so we can go like this. And then we want to make sure we match this exactly. And then we do this. And then the center heart is actually going to be that part, so we don't need those anymore. And this is kind of making just a really cute little floral centerpiece for our display. Go up. And then we go up. And then we go like that. So let me stand back so you can see how it looks on this edge. So this edge, it doesn't look as much like a heart because this is blocking it. But as you kind of come around it, you can see the effect I'm going for. And the terracotta with the magenta matches the azalea, flowering azalea leaves really well. And then to top it off, we're going to put a spore blossom right in the center. So we're going to give all those beautiful particles, and it's a really pretty pink flower in the center. Next off, we're going to make a little tiny flower cart. And these are the supplies you'll need. You'll need 4 mangrove trapdoors, just because they kind of look like wheels. You're going to need some mangrove slabs or crimson slabs. I'm going to mix it up and use both because I kind of like the color combination. Crimson trapdoors, or mangrove trapdoors, crimson fences, and at least 1 fence gate. So fences and fence gates. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and make sure that you know where your center point is, where your actual cart is going to be, and then you're going to put 2 trapdoors so that they go up in this block. You can see the lines here. Then you're going to do the same thing over here, but make sure that there is a full block of space in between. Then we're going to do our crimson slabs in between. And if you squat down like that, it's going to give you this kind of cute cart look. So there is our cart. Now I like the idea of doing kind of like a raised, oops, that's the wrong one. I want that one, but I don't want that one yet. So we can kind of do like this, where it kind of sits up a little higher over here. And then we can use our crimson fence like this. And now it looks like there's handles to kind of push the cart places. And then we can take our fences. Oops. Perfect. Boop. No, come on. I want 3 on both sides. So 3 and 3. So there is going to be 3 fences, 3 fences. And then I thought I would kind of mix it up a little bit by having a different kind of... Whoop, I don't have anything to get up there with. All right, here you go. Kind of just mix it up a bit by having different colors. Now, obviously, you can do whatever you like. Actually, we might bring that. I like it. Can kind of bring more colors into it. And what's nice about where these slabs are, we can hang things from it. So if we had like chains, we can have some hanging flowers and hanging plants come down from there. But we can also have a few kind of dotted around here like that. And actually, let me go get some chains. So we got some chains. So what we can do is we can kind of take a couple hanging. Well, we don't want to go that low. Gonna pull that out like this. And hang some flower pots. Now it looks silly right now, but once we get some actual like flowers in them, it'll make way more sense. So we have like a hanging flower here. We have some tulips. Now I have to get some smaller, let's get some smaller flowers over there. All right, so I picked out a few more flowers and we're gonna do in a flowering azalea bush, and we'll have an allium, and let's put a little lily of the valley in there. So there is our cart. Now that one looks a little funny, so I might want to switch that one up. Let's see. Is there a taller flower in the mix here? Haha, let's do an oxeye daisy. So there we go. So we have all of our beautiful flower bushes. I went back into the flower forest a little bit and got some other kinds of flowers, so we could actually maybe put some roses in behind it and decorate it a little more. So there is number 1, 2, 3 number build for our Valentine's build. So for our 4th Valentine build, we're going to need oak stairs, we're going to need oak slabs, some oak fences, an oak trapdoor, some item frames, and probably some lanterns. So first you're going to start with a staircase upside down. So the best way to do that is put one stair down, then hit the top of it like this at the top part here, and that will give you an upside down stair, and then you can kind of fill it in. So this is us making our stand. And if you just kind of scoot your way around in the shape you want, we're going to leave one area open for the trap door, just like this. This will allow whoever's selling the cake and such to come in and out of the stand, just like so. And then we're going to make some oak fences on each corner. And you can arrange this in any way that you like. I just happen to like building them in this kind of fashion. And then we can either use oak trap doors around it, or you can use slabs. See if I can get, there we go, just like that. We're kind of building it just like a generic villager stand, honestly, but instead of, you can put wool up here. Oh, that's actually a great idea. Let's do that. So let's get one more set of slabs, and then we have, where did I put that red wool? Or actually, let's color it similar to, yeah, to that, so we'll kind of match it. So then you can kind of put the color up above, and then if we put the last of the slabs in, then you get kind of a nice little stand with some color difference. And then I also got a couple of these little crimson things just to kind of decorate up and around here too. So we're just going to give this area a little more color. So there is your base stand. And then we can put some lights up here to have it nice and lit. If you want to change out the floor, we can put something else in the floor. And then I got all sorts of cakes and things because this is our cake stand. And what I wanted the item frames for was just kind of display. We'll get rid of that grass there. So we can do that. And then we can also put cookies. And since cookies don't stand on their own, we had to have something to put them in, obviously. There we go, like cookies and cake. So we have cakes and cookies you can buy at this stand. And we can also decorate over here with maybe some flower pots. And let's see, we'll put red tulip, and we'll finally use that bluette that we couldn't use before. And there you go. The fifth element we are going to build for our Valentine's build is a little gazebo. So this one's the most complicated of all of them. That's why I saved it for last. Basically, I'm using bone block, but you can use quartz blocks. I'm just cheap because I have lots and lots of bone blocks, but I don't have a lot of quartz. So I'm just using a very inexpensive block for me since I have a skelly farm. So here is the basic outline of your gazebo. You're going to have 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to have 2 diagonal blocks to either side, followed by 3, 2 diagonal, 3, and it's going to create this circle for you. So then in the interior of it, I decided I'm just going to continue to use some of the terracotta. We're just going to kind of fill in around the borders with white terracotta, which has a really nice, pretty light pink color. And then we're going to go with the pink after that. So I'm just kind of making this as cutesy as possible with the nicest little colors as possible. And then we're going to do just some magenta around the edge here. And we'll finish it off with a pretty little terracotta, red glazed terracotta. So if we want to have like a little staircase or something leading up, you can kind of break out a block. And I did get quartz stairs just so we'd have a way up and down from this. So there's your base. And now obviously you can use whatever color fences or whatever you want to kind of give this the actual gazebo to put the roof on it here. But I'm just going to use good old-fashioned oak for now, and then maybe once I get more mangrove I might switch it out. There. We'll see. We might need to bring down some more slabs or something along those lines. All right, let's see what that looks like. Nice. Look at that gazebo. It's very cute. It does still look kind of circus tenty, so I might have to fix it at some other point. So let me get the rest of this all finished out, and we will take a quick tour to finish out this video. And it is a beautiful after the rain, rainbowy day, and Happy almost Valentine's. I hope you enjoyed this episode as we built 5 different types of ideas for Valentine's builds. Let's take a look one last time with the shaders on, and I love this complementary shaders. The rainbows come out every single time the rain stops. But we have our cake stand, cake and cookie stand. So yummy, I love it. We have our centerpiece, beautiful heart. We have our pretty little quilt square, aka picnic table, like picnic blanket area. We have our flower stand, our little flower cart, and we have our gazebo. I finished it out, put a few little extra pieces here and there, added some more flowers around it, put our puppy dog up here, put some benches in, some flowers, have a jukebox, although I don't have a really good music disc, so we might have to work on that here in the near future. A little bit of lighting, a little bit of extra quartz, and then I finished out our tree over here with a pretty little bench. This is just some half slabs on the top of the block. Then we have our chains, 2 little signs that are attached to the back of the chain here, and a trap door that makes a very, very pretty little swing set to enjoy the view, look out over all of the prettiness over here on our Valentine's display. So next week, I hope you'll come back and join me. We are going to continue work on the castle. I have actually been working on it quite a bit. As you can tell, I finally fixed this tower over here with the glass observatory. And there's probably a few other little hints here and there as well. But for now, I hope you have a great Valentine's Day, whether or not you have anyone to celebrate it with or you just celebrate it for yourself. You deserve it. Don't forget, you deserve it. So thank you so much for joining me and have a great week. See you later. Thank you for watching.